Hello, Libra. This is Michelle from Divine Intuition, and welcome to your monthly Teroscope reading for this month of April 2023. And for this reading, like always, I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot. Okay. And I'm going to be also using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. So I usually use the Psychic Tarot, but because I feel like by the energy so far and the readings I've done so far, a lot of people are going to be working with their heart space, their heart chakra. So thought I should use that for you guys for this reading, Libra. So, all right, Libra, let's see what's in store for you for this month of April. Let's take the cards for you, Libra. Okay, so we have the Emperor. We have the Seven of Cups, the Chariot, and the Four of Cups. Okay, Libra, so let's take a look at your reading. You're going to be quite empowered this month, Libra. Quite disciplined in what you're working towards, because we have the Emperor card here. So you're going to be quite focused on your endeavors, on your projects, or at work, or something that's important for you that you are concentrating really hard and putting all your work into it, kind of like be very in authority, be very kind of like a boss figure in whatever you're doing, or just managing what you're doing very well, right? Because the Emperor is a card of taking charge, authority, being like that leader, right? Like a leadership boss figure, and being very disciplined in what you're doing and working really hard. So you are sticking to your plan or your schedule or your blueprint or whatever you're building, if it's a business endeavor, a negotiations, if it's at the workplace, maybe you have a higher position at work, right? And you have to take care of things, take care of the employees, right? The people, right? Or you can be, maybe you can just be taking care of your kids, right? Because this is an energy of a fatherly figure, a person who is like a father, who is very parental and it's an authority. It could be an older brother that you're dealing with, or it could be a father you're dealing with, or you can be like that towards somebody, towards kids, taking care of other people. If not, then it's just something to do at work and being very like the Emperor and taking charge on things, taking charge of your business, taking charge of your work, what you're building towards, right? Very in your element. It could be female, male, but this is the energy of a person who takes charge of their things and their businesses and their endeavors and negotiations, right? So yeah, that's the Emperor. You're going to be really empowered, very in authority this month of April, Libra, which is interesting in your element, right? But I feel like we all benefit from that element, from that energy. Um, you are going to be contemplating on some choices that you need to make in this month of April. You are quite confused in which options and directions to take on Libra. There are quite a few options there, and you are contemplating on them. You're just confused and you just don't know which one to choose. You're kind of back and forth towards it, kind of undecisive, right? And Libras tend to be undecisive sometimes, right? So you tend to be juggling back and forth towards the situation and towards these options, and it's hard for you to make one final decision, a choice, and focus on like one priority, right? So you have here multiple options, right? But you just don't know what option to choose. There's just so much offers here. You could offer, no, the offers that are available to you are there, but it's just you're just confused. And it's quite simple. If you want to focus on home, family life, right? Or if you want to focus on happiness or money or freedom or your kids, there's a little kitty there, or love, there's a little mermaid there. So there are options there for you, Libra. It's just that you don't know which option to choose. It's available for you and you know they're there and they're fulfilling because they're cups. They're all like, they're like aces of cups everywhere here, right? And you're like this magician where like you can choose what you want. You have the power to choose and obtain what you want, but you're just undecisive, Libra, and you don't know what you want. So the problem with that is that you tend to miss opportunities. You tend to miss opportunities when they're there for you and when they're open and available for you. But you're just so undecisive that you dismiss them and you may lose the opportunities. That's why, in order to prevent that, in order to prevent opportunities that are missed, try to focus on what is really important for you, Libra, and what is your priority, right? What is your priority? What is it that you want to focus on more? Is it happiness and joy? Is it friendships? Is it love? Is it a home? Is it money? Right? Is it your freedom? What is it that is most important for you, Libra? And by narrowing that down and really figuring out the intention of what you desire, what you want, you'll be able to kind of get to your goal much more quickly, get to one of the cups much more quickly. Whereas if it's all scattered, it's going to be very difficult for you to reach your goal. It's going to be delayed and it can take for a long time, or you can miss opportunities, right? Because opportunities may not wait for you, right? So you may lose out on them. So this is why it's important to make a choice, Libra, and to really pin down what is important for you, right? There is something that you are more focused on in the month of April, being the emperor and taking charge on that. There is something that you are quite focused on that puts you in this emperor mode. Probably it's your job. Maybe it's your job that is more important for you, right? So that's what you're going to be focusing on the most, right? But you do hey, you do he's starting to get bored, so he dropped the bed. He's being rebellious and he's dropping the bed. So so yeah, what is important for you, Libra, and try to pinpoint what is a priority in your life. So that's going to be the challenge for you this month of April. And although you are focused on work, at times you do kind of push back because there is certain other things that you feel more drawn to that fulfill you more. So that's why you're juggling, and that's why you're going to really have to pinpoint what is more important, right? Maybe job is not that important. Maybe deep down something else is more important. So that's why you're going to be focused on figuring out what is the priority this month of April. Okay, Libra. Um, you are quite you're going to be quite more emotional this month than usual. You're quite sensitive this month. Certain things that you have to deal with, certain things that are quite triggering for you. So there are certain things that will trigger you, Libra, and take precaution on that or be mindful of that. That those are there are normal triggers that we tend to go through that you need to balance them out or resolve, right? So you are going to be a little bit more emotional, more sensitive than usual. Try to ground yourself, right? Try to stay focused on what you need to do, right? Like the Emperor card, right? You're gonna be like the Emperor this month. So probably you're gonna distract yourself a lot in work more, be more busy than usual, work more hours than usual, or focus more your attention on work because of certain emotional distresses that you're going through, and you're trying your best. You're trying your best, Libra, to balance and control those inner beasts that may come out to the surface, Libra. But you're going to be quite in control of yourself. You are quite centered, and you are kind of controlling the two two beasts, and you are quite harmonious and harmonizing yourself, your internal emotions, right? I won't call it beasts. I'll just call it like emotional turmoil. And you're going to be quite centered, right? Like the chariot here, in control of the two horses there, making sure they behave. This one here. he knows he knows this one here. That sometimes I feel like I'm this person, and that's like Felix and Luna, and they just don't behave sometimes. They go crazy sometimes, and I'm like, behave, both of you. You know. Anyways, yeah, that's me, but I'm not a Libra, so I just thought about that. So maybe you have to deal with children. Yeah, we were talking about children. See, being like that father figure and needing to deal with these two kids. That can be quite troublesome, quite rebellious, or it can really give you a headache sometimes and really stress you out sometimes because they can really get to you sometimes, right? I mean, they're like angels. I mean, they're angels and they're cute and you love them so much, but they really have their moments sometimes where you just can't explain why are they like this. They have their tantrums and and stuff, and they probably break things. And no, well, I'm just joking. Well, I don't know which you may be dealing with, but you could be dealing with people, maybe people at work. Your employees could be kind of like children, right? And you need to kind of just organize everyone and make sure the task is delivered, and make sure that things get, the people you work with could be like children, and you're like the father of those kids, and some of those kids can probably misbehave, and some of your employees misbehave or probably don't treat clients properly, or you got to be like the dad and discipline. Or I don't know, whichever, but it can be like that. It can be in the workplace, it can be at home or in a business venture, and you could be dealing with people who could be like children, right? And it can be quite stressful, and sometimes they can, it's hard to kind of discipline them in the way, right? Or train them, right? So yeah, that's what I see here for you, Libra. You have the Four of Cups. So, like I mentioned, you are kind of missing opportunities given to you. Like I said, I do relate this with the Seven of Cups. So, the Seven of Cups is, like I mentioned, like having too much opportunities available to you that you're unable to choose one. So, same with the Four of Cups. I feel like sometimes you have opportunities, like emotional opportunities for love, because this mermaid here kind of reminds me of this mermaid here in this cup. There's a mermaid here in this cup. She's just chilling there, being like, hey, I like you. Why are you not answering me back? Right? Because you're pulled back, Libra. You're pulled back. See? And this person could be trying to offer you, but you probably are not reciprocating back. And that's because you feel a little bit, you know, pulled back and reserved and kind of protective over yourself because of the things you've gone through in life, Libra. Probably things have not been quite the best. And that's when there's a lot of triggers and you're trying to control yourself emotionally, right? So, situations around you, situations probably at work that are frustrating, right? Or in your life. And so probably not, probably people past romantic interests that were not, in the best results, right? So the best outcome. So you are quite pulled back. You are quite cautious with offers, relationship offers, emotional offers, or it doesn't have to be like relationship offers. It can be opportunities and offers in regards to other things, maybe business ventures, business opportunities, invitations, right? So you just pull back because you just don't want to go through that again, and you're kind of missing out again, right? You're missing out on an opportunity. So that's why it's important to pinpoint your priorities. You got to figure out what your priorities is, because if you don't figure them out, you're going to miss opportunities, Libra. Whether they be emotional opportunities, whether they be in regards to love, whether they be in regards to business, jobs. So, yeah. All right, so let's take out 4 more cards for Libra with the Psychic Tarot for the heart. We have nurture. We have daydreams and decisions, simply love, and take the lead. You are getting a lot of emotional support, Libra, I feel here. You are quite taken care of, I feel. Like you have you have simply love, right? Which is a person kind of taking you under their wing or taking care of you, like a masculine energy. Like could be the emperor that we saw here helping you out. And there is like a maternal energy as well, like a female mother or a woman, or it could be a woman who's very motherly and very nurturing. Could be also there for you, Libra. You do have a lot of support uh, from a masculine individual and a feminine individual. So there is quite love for you, love for you here, like a dad and a mom watching over you. And it does sometimes it's not really related to our biological parents. Sometimes they are people like our guardians or mentors, even our counselors, our aunts or uncles. It doesn't have to be your biological mother or father. It can be other people who have like these traits to help you. Somebody who is like an emperor, right? And someone who is like an empress, who is like the nurture individual, very motherly, very feminine, very caring, very loving, right? So, yeah, it depends who you're dealing with. And these people can be of great support. There's a lot of love and care between these two people and towards you. It could be towards you, or you could be one of those people giving it to another person who needs it, giving that love and care for another person, like this kid here. Taking somebody else under your wing and guiding them in life or knowledge with this book. And same with this, Empress person. You could feel like you are the nurturing person and can be helping somebody out as well, giving your love and care and guidance with your magic there, your wisdom. So there is quite support you have here, Libra. And you could be also the one supporting another person as well. Depends on which one you resonate. You have daydreams and decisions. So, like I said, this really relates to the Seven of Cups. So, there are things that you're going to need to contemplate, go within, and figure out. Figure out what is it that you want to head towards. Go within, meditate, reflect, go within your inner world to figure out what is it that you really want, Libra, and put that as your priority, right? Contemplate what you're emotionally more drawn to, what fulfills you more, what brings more joy and happiness for you, right? So you're gonna really go within to figure that out, right? And as you tune in and you try to reflect on that, you'll see how the moment you start to become aware of it and what is a priority for you and what is it that you really desire and what you want, you're going to start to move quite quickly towards it. You're really quite quick if you really put your mind and soul to it. You can accelerate things very quick, very, very quickly, Libra. It's just that because you're so undecisive and it's part of your sign, right? That you tend to delay it, right? And that not only does that affect you, but it affects the people around you as well greatly. So that's why it's important that you finally tune in, finally meditate and reflect. What is it that you really want to achieve, and what will be your main priority, Libra? Okay, because then after that, things are just going to move quickly for you. You're going to take the lead. Yeah, it says take the lead here. So you're going to take the lead and things are going to progress quite quickly for you. Okay? See this ball of fire that you're kind of accumulating and you're just ready to kickstart it, right? Maybe you're trying to kickstart something. Maybe you finally decided that you need to kickstart something and that's the priority, right? Or maybe it's taking action on love. Maybe you realize that this love is the main priority and you want to take action on it. And you are moving quite quickly to take action on it. Right, Libra? So take the lead on what you want to do. Could be a job too, because, the The Emperor is all about leading. He is the man of authority. So it could be taking the lead finally on what is important to you, holding that torch finally and leading and being that emperor, right? Taking that lead as a leader if it's your job, right? So yeah, quite a lot of options for you, Libra, here. It's just a matter of making decisions. So this is the month. This month of April, Libra, is the month of making your final decisions, right? So that things start to progress quite quickly for you, and it's going to move quite quickly for you once you make the final decision, right? And you contemplate and you figure things out. So yeah, and don't be afraid to receive emotional help, right, from other people. Don't hold back on opportunities, right? Because that can very much lead you into the right direction, right, Libra? So take the lead. Okay, Libra, so I hope you enjoyed this monthly Taroscope reading of April 2023. If you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment below. And if you'd like to donate, you can click on the link below under my description if you'd like to help this channel out and everything that I do. And yeah, I hope you have a great month of April. And I'll see you guys again in my next video, my next reading. Okay? Have a great one, Libra. Bye.